Hey guys, what's up? Pat from Greer Films, thanks for tuning in. And today I'm going to give you 5 key tips on how to conduct and record awesome video interviews. So these are just my key tips. Yours may be different, but let's see if you can pick something out of this. All right, here we go. Let's jump straight into it. Number 1, location and lighting. Very key here, obviously. The location generally has something to do with the person in question, so whether it's a location that is based on the person's business or a location based on something about them, something that then connects them to that location is generally something that I tend to go for. Somewhere nice and complimentary in that spot too, so don't film on a flat wall. Try and find somewhere with some nice depth, whether there's a hallway behind them where you can put some lighting in through, or under a nice tree with some nice backdrops, that type of thing. So always have a key look out for something that stands out and will grab your eye, grab that attention, and where you can position them quite nicely and it looks aesthetically pleasing. Absolutely a very key point. That also further leads into lighting. So lighting is a very key element when it comes to video interviews, and obviously you always want to make sure that if you're filming outside, you're not staring into the sun. That's a key point. So position the sun either 45 to them or behind them, that type of thing, depending on where you are, if you're filming under a tree or right out in the open, that type of thing. So keep those things in mind. Without squinting from the glare of the sun or anything like that. And if you're filming inside, then figure out where your main key light is going to be, where you're going to illuminate the main piece of lighting on their face, that type of thing. And don't be afraid to mix it up. Just have a go, have a crack, quick whip together some lighting and see if you like the visuals. Number 2, audio. Now obviously very key and important. So I'm just running and gunning this video recording today just using a Rode boom mic on the camera. Generally most video interviews are lapel mic talent, whether that's a wireless one or a wide one up through the shirt or whatever gown they're wearing or jacket or whatnot, plugged into a receiver straight into their pocket, nice and simple and easy, guerrilla style. Gives you great quality, and positioning it within that sort of rule between their mouth and the microphone itself. Being mindful of any exterior noise that may interfere with the quality and hearing the person's message and hearing the person's answers. Things like birds chirping, things like that outside, and cars passing by can be very disruptive. Yeah, you want to make it kind of quick and easy for yourself on the edit table, so try to avoid those things where possible. Retake tapes. Took me a few goes to say that. If there's something that disrupted the audio or the recording in that last little bit, just do it again. If you have the opportunity to do it again, I always encourage you, because you don't want to get back to the editing table and be like, no, that last word, I can't hear what they said, or it was disrupted by this. So where possible, refilm that shot. Other annoying noises for inside, like air conditioning, fans, echoiness in rooms that are really full, so try and dampen that sound with maybe audio blankets or just a blanket or a thick jacket, sort of throw in front of them, that type of thing. But obviously some of that also comes back to the location and where you're choosing to film this in the first place. Number 3 is camera position. Now, camera position can be an interesting one, and I always like to mix it up, especially if we're producing something that's got multiple interviews. Always like to make sure that we're switching between left of the frame, right of the frame, and you can see an example in the background potentially, left of the frame in this one, slightly lower angle, so you are empowering the person, or sometimes just keeping that higher quadrant of the lower third, roughly around that line of sight of their eyes is always a key positioning of your camera. And yeah, mix it up. Go super low angle where you can, where it looks really cool because you're taking in the atmosphere that they're also in, the location, and they're sitting quite nicely in that spot with the lighting. Definitely always like to mix it up, switching in between different options to keep it visually engaging as well when the person's watching it back. Number 4 is questions. Questions and direction. So directing the talent through the video interview that you are directing the talent through the video interview directing the talent through the video interview that you're oh my god. Directing the talent through the interview is always going to get you the best results. Don't always rely on someone that knows what they're doing on the other side of the lens. And where you ask questions, make sure they are open-ended questions. So you don't want to say, hey, how are ya? I'm good, thanks. You don't ask questions like that that are going to give you that kind of response.
What? Already? Yes.
You want to say things like, tell me about this, or you mentioned that. Like, let's talk about that a little bit more. What did that mean to you? You're going to get a little bit more, like a little bit of probing, I like to call it, to try and see what else you can get out of them, because you never know what additional stories or extra little golden nuggets you're going to capture on film, which will then eventually make the production.
I can be very, very persuasive.
And then number 5, which is a key one, is to smile and have lots of fun. Try and be energetic.
Yoink. Hey!
Obviously not every interview's gonna need energy, not every video with people talking to camera or talking off camera, predominantly I'm talking about here, is in relation to smiling and being happy. So obviously within reason you want to use that rule. Generally most of us are filming things that are upbeat, so always trying to remind the talent to smile, take a breath, be yourself. Don't rush through answers, don't talk 100 miles an hour. Try to avoid fillers like and so and like. Those are horrible words to try and edit out and try and have a seamless edit.
You know those radio ads where two people with annoying voices yammer back and forth? I invented those. Ow! It happens all the time.
But hey, sometimes little jump cuts here and there can add to the style and vibe of your edit, so don't be afraid to use those where you need to. Cropping in on someone in a similar shot where it's just the one shot and you want to try and mix it up, you want to try and hide that they're stuffed up or try and cut the conversation short in this part of the sentence, move forward without it looking too obstructive. Jumping in or jumping out with your frame is also a very cool little editing technique to get you out of trouble. Obviously, if we're filming ones where, like this one in particular in the background here, where it's off camera, true interview style rather than talking direct to camera like I am today, you want to make sure that they're not going to look at the lens. Don't look at the camera, all right? Make sure that your position, yourself or whoever's conducting the interview on the other side of the lens is in a complementary position for the line of sight for the viewer on the other end, so that way they're not looking too far away or they're not looking this way. They're looking, in a safe space, a safe zone. The line of sight is with the interviewer on the other side of the lens, and yeah, look at them or look past them, look through them, don't look at the camera. So there you have it, guys. That's my 5 key tips for getting killer, awesome, great video interviews for your productions, and I hope you got something out today. Let me know what you guys think. Tune in. I want to know what your 5 key tips are, or you agree, disagree with any of mine. Hey, let's have at it. See you again next time.